I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Sworn through is your hand. Come to me.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tirfridi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as your help will be extremely valuable to me.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Lively there, lads and lasses! Merchants and their prince would be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch...
A smuggler?
In the port. May I ask you, what...
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to... Just so happens that I heard someone talking about... They were making quite some ruckus. We, of course, refused entry. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but But we won't allow you to...
What do you mean? You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the...
That isn't the safest place in this...
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had it. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. But the day of departure,
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so.
Miss Jonas, does he have...
In tradition,
Might I have a word?
as you wish. You'll...
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
The merchant is there.
To my help! And to the others! Come and taste my
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he...
There was indeed a party here, like.
Whatever-
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that stopped. I hope you've come to reimburse me.
What kind...
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix...
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a dangerous fellows.
What kind of business do they...
Several. In any case...
Thank you for the...
Off with you. Any...
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Citizens, I present Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? to prove that there is no risk.
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Selection. What if? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Hello, milady.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one.
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
The Alliance ambassador.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining. And here I am, playing the...
Are you not ashamed to have
These potions are not harmful.
But you could just as easily produce...
You don't understand. I fled. This potion is...
So you manipulate...
I don't have a choice.
If this potion were inoffensive...
I ran tests on myself. For such a small sip of this... The mob would have been furious.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you...
That doesn't surprise me. Can't understand if you don't believe me after all that. I would still be one if
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain... I saw them. To find a
It is for an act of... Your methods,
I don't...
Perhaps. But you are hurting innocents.
So...
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
My lady, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough.
How unjust. I am finished. Sahin is going to throw me in the bottom of a deep cell, if not more.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally.
Let's just say that I put an end to his activity. Matters turned out a little more... He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. I decided it better to avoid the mob.
Governor Burren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon... Thank you for your help,
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
You had any idea who I am? Open up, imbecile!
That vulture of a tavern master was right.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now. It's blocked. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it would seem that he is in this building.
That very well could be. We have had a guest since yesterday. A regular ladies' man in golden stitches.
That would fit the bill. I've no idea how he earned such a kind invitation, but...
Being born into silk sheets doesn't give him the right to insult his fellow man, or to show disrespect.
We know this sort only too well. Used to everyone doing whatever he says. But they're always a lot friendlier having learned their little lesson. Isn't that right, Chief?
That's right. But lessons have a price. So, if you want your drunkard back...
That drunkard is the only son of the Prince d'Orsay. I am sure you know the punishment reserved for those who slight his majesty.
Shit! You are absolutely right, Chief. He's definitely rich and certainly a noble.
Shut your trap, imbecile. You want to get us drawn and quartered? Listen, we didn't know who we were dealing with. We never would have given offence to the prince.
That's what I'd assumed.
Here, take the key to his cell and give our respects to his highness.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star. Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
Sorry, Constantine, but we drove a hard bargain to get you out of their grasp. I don't intend to...
Bargain? Don't tell me that you paid them a ransom. Oh well. What is done is done. A mighty vessel awaits us. And a tremendous adventure.
Sworn through is your hat.
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tirfredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You are quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
Be back soon, Captain.
This smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But the itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Excellency. It is an honor.
station? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Basco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you
know?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine Did anyone else see the kid?
There was still a small... I seem to recall kind of fellow who now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye. There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was what, and he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band, the kind of men you can round up for. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out, and I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe...
These witnesses are all in agreement.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. A gesture that your drunkards...
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking. We learned the new name they gave him. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew.
Where might I find...
I cannot say, Excellence. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take...
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up, to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange, in some cases, nations even I wouldn't be able to tell you, but what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen, and ever since, he's been a naught.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed. I am sad to have caused you anyone. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister... though still seeing double from last night's drink? Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits.
Take away the risk and halve the...
I fear that some... But you wanted to ask me something this...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin. She said that he was taken when he was a child.
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's always children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also, from time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact but Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the...
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it after. What counts most is that you bring the... Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment.
That's right. He told me that, and so he must have thought the...
I'll be damned.
Sorry, Captain.
Following up.
This whole story sounds suspicious, and you were demanding a second...
I'm not the one demanding...
This stubborn...
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sade, niece of the prince. During our conversation, you explained to me that your mother... That's regrettable. You know as well as I that the
But I'm only obeying...
That's a shame. I order you to return the gun, unless you'd rather your master is hung.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific.
saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever's he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master, who life in your shoes can't...
And what would I have to do next? If I give you the merchandise, my mom...
Not if you were robbed. What if the guards leave a... And while you're making yourself... You'll just have to...
And the bonus will be...
Well, you won't be...
Oh.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus...
Well, you can't hold it.
You're certainly honouring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my...
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave...
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force.
That is not true.
Enough. With every...
Prison?
For kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he's a Nord. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interest...
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret having had to threaten that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Sworn through? Is your hands out of style? Does your...
Lady de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor. Captain, you set sail soon?
Yes.
Excellent news.
Blast me.
The commander was...
Very well.
The merchandise, but the port, and we've already lost...
Are you blatantly asking us?
I would never...
Ah.
Well, now, but...
Marvellous.
Well, then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sardet, what are you...
I have come looking for your...
those notes...
Would you be so kind as to... I looked into the contract that binds you to... It was indeed you who ceded your son...
It is...
You should have thought of that before.
The prince will know how to...
Her sadness would be all the more terrible.
You wouldn't dare tell...
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and...
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Locked.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. I'm your captain has sent me to...
And where are you?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that close.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock me up. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents.
Yes. You should still go...
Selection, whatever you need.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set my cabin boy.
You do?
All we can do, I do thank your actions.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority. And the format... So?
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire.
Captain.
Listen here. I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the... He's convinced. And all that I can do, if you manage to get him, and with the manifest, please...
Be back soon, Captain.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set...
Be back soon, Captain.
If you wore a naught, you... Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias?
The very same. His writing was...
With the discovery of Teofredi, we wanted to verify if this...
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any... But
in the original text, he speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the...
It was written in...
I understand now. This voice from the depths.
The sacred texts are all...
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you...
That would be better than...
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we were even ready to say that we had never seen the...
It served no purpose.
I see.
I beg of you.
I don't have the heart to deliver you to the Inquisition, but I cannot do much else to help you. Your smuggler is locked up. Maybe there are others in his band that can help you. Be careful and discreet, and you will survive.
Oh, thank you, my lady. You are a just woman. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek...
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their life.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide as a...
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? Thanks to certain zones, it's a good port.
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are masters of...
Thanks to
our magic. As for your others, our sea... It's how the guild is...
Could you tell me anything about our...
It is a magnificent... The natives, they were very... I've also heard, but I wouldn't know it.
Be back soon, Captain.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. But keep him... Do you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard of them. The Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast has awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set...
Permission to board the ship.
Sir, you have it?
No, my house is...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
beast has awoken!
Those conniving fish-distilling...
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Madam, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me away!
charming, welcoming courtesy. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Naughts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
My regards, Your Excellency.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Excellency, welcome back to my modest shop. It is an immense honor for me to be of service to such noble clientele. What might I do for you? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's... Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the...
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact that I called your ship a boat?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Nobility makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I was rude.
Did my charm make you change your mind?
and I was starting to believe that you were different. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Naut?
As you may have guessed, I am sea-given. I was given to the Nauts when I was a little child, for a reason I ignore. I think I was originally from the congregation, but I have no memory of my family. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier pretty alcohol.
One armour that fits you like a glove. We'll make it. Greetings. You look like someone who would know how to use a blade. If you're looking for the best steel, you're in the right place. Weapons, armors, and if you have it. Want armour that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Oh. Want armour that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
Atuoi, sien sradi dau quint. Dadagudach me in.
Attention, soldier.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
And so you're a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass. Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.